Today, I want to tell you an incredible story, a short one, about a robot on Mars. Its official name was Opportunity, but to everyone who knew and loved it, it was just Oppy.
So, yeah, this is the story of a little explorer. A machine we built and sent from our own world to a totally alien one, Mars, with the really, really important job to do.
And here's the thing, its entire mission, the whole plan, was supposed to last for just 90 days. That's it. 3 months to explore, do its science, and then, well, that was supposed to be the end of it.
But Oppy didn't get the memo. It didn't just last for 90 days, it kept going and going for an unbelievable 15 years. Okay, so what exactly was this little rover that could? Let's take a quick look at what made Oppy so special. So, Oppy was a rover, which is basically a robotic car designed to explore another planet. It was about the size of a golf cart, and it was packed with cameras for eyes and a bunch of scientific tools to check out the Martian rocks and soil. And the most important part? It ran on sunshine, using solar panels to stay alive.
Now, Oppy wasn't just sent to Mars for a joyride. Nope, it had one primary, absolutely massive goal that was the whole point of the mission.
So what was this grand purpose? I mean, why send a golf cart-sized robot millions and millions of kilometers through the emptiness of space?
It all came down to one thing, finding evidence of water. Not like flowing rivers today, but clues from long ago locked away in the planet's rocks. Because if you find signs of water, you're one step closer to answering the biggest question of all. Could there have been life?
Just getting there was a huge accomplishment. Oppy's journey from Earth was incredibly long, and its landing, well, that was a nail-biter.
So let's trace the journey. Oppy blasted off from Earth on July 7, 2003. It then spent about 6 months just flying through space. Finally, on January 25, 2004, after traveling almost 500 million kilometers, it hit the Martian atmosphere and bounced to a stop in a cocoon of airbags. It had arrived.
And you're not going to believe this. Almost right away, Oppy hit the jackpot. It started analyzing the rocks right where it landed and found minerals like hematite and sulfates. Back here on Earth, those things pretty much only form when liquid water is around. It was the smoking gun.
I mean, think about what that meant. The evidence was right there. Mars wasn't always the cold, dead desert we see today. At some point, way back in its past, it had water. A little robot had just answered one of the biggest questions we've ever asked. Mission accomplished, right? Oppy could have packed it in right then and there, and it would have been a huge success. But this is where the story goes from being a great mission to an absolute legend.
Just look at these numbers. The plan was for a 90-day mission, traveling about a kilometer. The reality? Oppy kept working for over 5,000 Martian days and drove over 45 kilometers. That's a full marathon on another planet. It blew past its life expectancy by 60 times.
And trust me, this was not an easy ride. It survived freezing Martian winters, got its wheels stuck in deep sand, and powered through planet-wide dust storms. And for years, in this beautiful little twist, the Martian wind itself would actually clean the dust off its solar panels, giving it a fresh start time and time again. But, even the greatest stories have to end. After 15 years of beating all the odds, Oppy finally faced a challenge it just couldn't overcome.
In June of 2018, a dust storm started brewing on Mars. But this wasn't just any storm. It grew and it grew until it covered the entire planet, completely blocking out the sun. For a solar-powered rover, this was the worst-case scenario. The sky went black. With no sunlight to recharge, its power levels just dropped and dropped. And then, on June 10th, it sent one last simple and honestly heartbreaking message back to its team on Earth. My battery is low and it's getting dark. And after that, nothing. Just silence.
For more than 8 months, the NASA team never gave up. They sent thousands of commands, listening, just hoping for a signal, hoping that once the dust finally cleared, Oppy would wake up. But it never did. On February 13, 2019, they officially declared the mission over.
Oppy was a machine. It was just a collection of circuits and metal. But its story, it feels so human, doesn't it? It's a story about never giving up, about the sheer joy of discovery, and about leaving something important behind.
Which kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. Oppy is still up there, quiet on the surface of Mars. So why is it that the story of this little robot, all alone on another world, feels so personal to so many of us?